Hey everyone, I'm King. Welcome back to Kingspade channel. So the long anticipated job adjustment is finally patched into the game, and this time there is some interesting changes on our once beloved but fall from the throne job class Ranger. Will they rise again to be among the top DPS? So in this video I am going to test the Ranger DPS after the adjustment, but before that let's quickly recap on what are the changes that are made for Ranger in this time job class adjustment. So first we have the walk strike. Now the dash distance is increased, true sight skill is added with penetration stat, and the skill effect is further increased with the dex stat. Aim bolt skill is a major change. The skill damage is amplified. Now the skill deal a lot more damage, almost double the damage, and its range is also longer. And finally the precision shot skill. This is, I think, the game changer for Ranger in this time job adjustment. Arrow damage is increased a lot. I had calculated the damage previously. From my calculation, this skill damage increased about 3 times for this skill. Alright, now that we know what skills have been changed, so let's do the DPS test. First off, let's test on my DPS before the adjustment. I had recorded my DPS before the patch, and this will be our reference for comparison. And these are my stats for my current build. Like usual, I am going to test it on the Frioni for 1 minute. There are several tasks that I'm going to do. Since I am a longbow penetration build, I can actually comfortably change between a normal attack build and skill type build. So that is what I'm going to test in this video. I'm going to test both DPS with using skill and without using skill. Starting off with my usual setup. This is with using skill while also doing normal attack. Since I have high haste with the dex stat, a longbow ranger can actually be played like a short bow. But most longbow ranger will not do that, because a longbow ranger will always have a crit build, and not all ranger skills can crit, so it will deal low damage with skill. But since I am a penetration build, I can mix my attack with normal attack and skill both, which in the end almost look like a short bow playstyle. That is 1 minute. The DPS is 2.1 million. Alright, so one thing that I noticed is that using the arrow shower skill will delay my attack and lower my DPS. So let's test it without the arrow shower skill but still remain the other skills. That is 1 minute. The DPS is 2.3 million, a little bit higher than before. Yeah, a lot of ranger skills have this delay animation or charging action before casting or releasing the skill, lowering down the ranger DPS. And this is also why using skill for ranger is actually not practical in a lot of situations in PvP, PvE, boss hunt, and so on. They are too slow compared to the other instant cast job like mechanic and rune knight. Alright, next let's test it without using any skill. So this is without using any skill, but here I use the focus shot skill in the shadow equipment. So sometimes you see the focus shot skill is triggered while doing the normal attack for penetration build. In my case, a longbow user doing just normal attack will not deal high damage compared to using skill. skill, but since the precision shot skill is adjusted for this time, I want to see how much impact it will have on the normal attack ranger build. That is 1 minute, the DPS is 1.8 million. It is a little lower. I actually tested this before many times. Longbow penetration build is just not made for normal attack. That is why I use skill a lot, like a short bow. So this is the DPS test after the adjustment. Overall, my stat is remained the same. There is no other changes on the passive skill that will change my ranger overall stat, but there is changes when the ranger used the true sight skill after the adjustment. As you know, the skill had been added with penetration stat, so when using the true sight skill, my penetration is increased to 432%, and the physical attack is also increased to 69,000 after the adjustment. First, let's test the DPS with skill. That is 1 minute, the DPS is 2.9 million, an increase of about 38% DPS. Next, let's test it without the arrow shower skill. That is 1 minute, the DPS is 3.4 million, an increase of 47% DPS. I think without the arrow shower skill, I can do more normal attack with the precision shot skill, so that helped increase the DPS. Now I am intrigued on how much the DPS will be affected without using skill, with just using the precision shot skill. that is 1 minute, the DPS is over 5 million damage. But let's continue because now the damage going to stabilize a bit after the precision shot skill finish. The DPS increased to 4.8 million damage from 1.8 million, higher than my DPS using the skill. That is unexpected. That is an increase of about 166% DPS. Insane DPS increase. Now you're probably thinking the focus shot skill from the shadow equipment might lower down the DPS because of the charging animation. I thought the same too. So let's change the shadow equipment and test it without triggering the focus shot skill. That is 1 minute, but like previous test, let's continue a bit more so the DPS is stabilized. The DPS is increased to 5.2 million, even higher. That is about 188% DPS increase. That is just insane. So from this test, I can say that the short bow user which uses skill to deal damage probably have 40 to 50% DPS increase with this update. And the longbow ranger that use fast attacking normal attack will have around 140 to 190% DPS increase. A great update for fellow rangers in the game. So what do you think of this time job adjustment, especially on the ranger? Let me know what do you think at the comment section below. That's it for this video. This time video shoutout goes to... Thank you for always supporting me and this channel. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. And also don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you will be notified whenever I upload a new video. Thanks for watching and I'll see you on the next video. And as always, happy playing. Bye bye.